cameraman. Thank you. Okay, so today I'd like to talk to you guys about spanking children. That's a huge debate that people stand on both sides of the fence when it comes to spanking children. But what I want you to do is I want you to imagine yourself being a toddler and climbing on a shelf, because we've discovered that our arms and our legs can take us many places and we want to explore our world. So you're climbing on a shelf and all of a sudden you lose your balance and you fall on your bottom and you think, oh wow, that didn't feel good. But then next thing you know, there's this giant person snatching you up by one arm and swatting at your bottom because you've been told over and over and over again, don't climb on the shelves. Well, spanking is a huge problem. All you're thinking when you're getting spanked is, why is that? Why is this person hurting me? So spanking is a big problem because parents and caregivers don't know the difference between punishing and disciplining a child. So usually when parents are spanking, they're doing it because they're frustrated and they're angry, and it usually evolves into abuse. Discipline methods are usually passed down from generation to generation. You know, you have parents who say, well, I was spanked as a child and I turned out fine. But if you look at the word fine, you might find that they might be, you know, have anxiety problems, and they don't realize that could be linked to being spanked. Researchers have pointed out also that children used to breathe in secondhand smoke from their parents, used to ride in cars without seatbelts, and they used to live in homes with lead paint, and that's all been proven to be unhealthy and unsafe. So is it too far-fetched to think that spanking children might be also unhealthy and not safe for them? So there's things that we can do instead of spanking children. We can give them verbal reprimands and do so without yelling, because then it defeats the purpose. We can do timeouts, and remember that there's 1 minute per year rule when you do a timeout with a child, and also that you don't just sit the child in timeout and leave them in the corner. You actually want to teach them and talk to them and let them know what they did was, you know, wrong. And another thing that you can do is take away their privileges, and also positive reinforcement of the desired behaviors. So if you're paying attention to the stuff that they're doing good and not always just the bad, then that helps positively reinforce the behaviors that you wish to see. And for 4-year-olds and up, we can teach them logical consequences, such as if they were to throw a ball out into the street and run out to the street to get it, then they can get hit by a car. It's logical that can happen. So, and they start to understand that at that age. There are some results that you can get from not spanking. You're teaching respect, and you're teaching boundaries when you do other things besides spanking. Children also learn to self-regulate, and it helps build their self-esteem. If you're spanking a child all the time, their self-esteem